Uh, Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Ghost Woodies back with another video. So today we're gonna do what if Naruto was Madara and Hashirama's grandson. So how this would work is Kushina is a Senju and Minato is a Uchiha, and Minato is Madara's son, and Kushina. No, wait, never mind. Minato is Madara's grandson, and Kushina is Hashirama's granddaughter. So she's what's her name? Tsunade's sister. And this, yes, Tsunade's sister. And yeah, so the Naruto attack goes kind of similar to canon, except that Naruto is the reincarnation of Andra and Ashura. So let my story begin. It was my birth of Naruto Uchiha Senju. My parents, the Nine Tails was, there was this man, a masked man, who took me and said, your son or the Nine Tails didn't treat me. And my dad, the black flash of the leaf. Yep, Minato's the black flash, the yellow flash, the black flash of the leaf. Rushed at him and got me, and he used a special jutsu and teleported to my mother and took her away. And used the special jutsu once again. It took her to where he could take out the Nine Tails out of my mother, Kushina Senju. And my father took me to a place where I would be safe. And as he saw the Nine Tails rummaging through the village, he picked up my mother, took her to where I was. And since she was a Senju, her healing was immense. So she survived. She survived out of it after the Nine Tails was taken out of her. And then my father, since my mother wasn't a Uzumaki, they didn't know the Reaper Death Seal. And Hiruzen came in time before the Nine Tails stabbed my mother and father. No. Hiruzen came in time to see the Nine Tails using the Reaper Death Seal to seal it into me, Naruto Uchiha Senju. Seal into me. And then and my parents survived. and we do a time skip. Then we do a time skip of 4 years. I was walking around the village, being treated like you could perhaps say a prince. Sorry about that. This was the day I unlocked my shotgun. And yeah, my shotgun. It was a normal day until I saw one of my best friends being beat by these Johnny and Chunin. I was enraged. I didn't know it, but my shotgun, my one Tomo shotgun was in my eyes as I rushed at the Johnny, and I could copy all of his movements. And he did a fire style fireball jutsu, and I shot it back triple the size. And my took over and it blasted him, hurting him and knocking him unconscious. And then the other came at me and said, Earth style. Earth dragon. And the Earth dragon came. And then I copied it, and I was reading hand signs about the same time as him. And I got the Earth dragon, and I used his own jutsu against him, but double the size, taking over his Earth dragon and knocking him unconscious too. And then I took my friend to the hospital and told my parents what happened. And my dad said, "You have the shotgun." And I was so confused. And I went to look in the mirror, and in my head I was thinking, I don't have the shotgun. I looked into a mirror and saw that I had a one-to-one shotgun at the age of 4. That was the day my dad and mother got me into some intense training. And that was that. Now we have another time skip. When I'm 5, I now have my two-tomo shotgun in both eyes. I was playing in the snow with my friends, and we could help out. It sounded like a girl, and then I go check it out, and I see it's Hinata Hyuga being bullied by some Hyugas, and I say, hey, sorry about that. I say, hey, what are you doing? And they say, beating up the so-called Hyuga princess when she can't even beat us. Hiyashi should banish you, you weakling. And she's crying. And I say, hey, that's no way to talk to a lady and the princess of Hyugas, the clan head. Soon to be clan head. And they say, what are you going to do about it? As they start attacking me with their Hyuga style gentle fist. And as I say, uh, a dragon jutsu. As my dragon, it increased in size. It increased double the size since last time from my next training. And then I knock out 3 of the bullies. And then the others run. And Hinata, she says, thank you. And I say, it's no problem. We have a time skip to the day I'm in the academy. My life's been going great. I have my 3-tomo Sharingan. The first day I get there, I see this boy named Sasuke Uchiha who has fingers all over him. He doesn't really care. Excuse me. Sorry about that. He had these ears all over him. And as I'm walking to sit by him, they see me and they crowd me, saying, "Look, it's Naruto!" All the fangirl stuff. And there's body Iku right by Sasuke to sit next to him. As we begin talking, that's when Sasuke became my friend. Or you could say my rival and friend. I showed him my Sharingan. He says, "You already have the Sharingan? The 3-tomo, the fact at the age of 8? I say, yes. Because I like my 1-tomo at the age of 4. And then the next year, I got my 2-tomo in both. And then I just got my 3-tomo like a couple weeks ago. So yeah, he's like, he was in his head. I know he was thinking, how do I have the 3-tomo when I'm only 8 years old and he doesn't even have the 1-tomo? And then our teacher, Iruka Yumino, comes in and says, "Settle down, class." And there's most of the do not listen. And then he says, "Settle down," in a yelling voice, and they settle down. And he says, "Today we'll have sparring matches. The last match is me and Sasuke." As I go into the ring, and Sasuke goes to... Sorry about that. As we go into the ring, we do whatever that thing is. And then our match begins. And then it goes like this. I say, "Sasuke," as I activate my 3-tomo. And then I rush at him and I punch him, which it connects. And then he runs at me and tries to punch me, but I weave his punch. Or I could say dodge. And then he keeps he kept on throwing punches at me, which I just catch them all. And then he says, ah, and she says, fire style, fireball jutsu. And the fireball comes at me. And then I say, Earth style, mud wall. It's a mud wall forms and blocks the fireball. And then I say, you wanna play like that? Then I say, fire style, fire phoenix flower jutsu. Is multiple tiny fireballs go at Sasuke and they hit him. I'm knocking him out of the ring. Almost making him pass out. And I won the match. Now we have a time skip to the day I graduate. On this day, I graduated because for the clone, I used the shadow clone. Now, on this day, it's the day I learned the multi-shadow clone jutsu and unlock my wood style. Now you'll see why. So as I have my head been going to my home, I see someone, this kid who didn't pass, walking with the skull of ceiling. And then I go with the skull. I go to the kid and ask, what is he doing? And he says, Mizuki Sensei says that if I get the skull of ceiling and break it back, I'll instantly become Johnny or Ginny. And I say, you actually believe that? He was lying. In my head, I was like, damn, Mitsuki. And then I say, kid, give me the skull. And go as I transform into him. And then I look in the skull and I see something about 4 jutsus that cross my mind. The multi-shadow clone and the shadow clone, which I mastered. And I write down the other 3. You could say, multi-shadow clone and shadow clone are just the same, but just extras for multi. See? And one of them is a jutsu that I saw was Majestic Destroyer Flame. And the other is Water Style Twin Water Dragon Jutsu. The last jutsu is one of my father's. The Flying Rasen or the Hiroshin, which I write down on the skull. And then Mitsuki throws this giant demon one shrieking at me, which I barely dodged. God damn, it's gay. And then out of unconsciousness, I use a wood style. As wood spikes come from under the ground behind him and stab him in a heart and legs, killing Mitsuki. And then I say, I I just used wood style, my great grandfather's own style. As I was shot, and then I go to my parents, as I tell my mom and dad what happened, and they say, "You use wood style?" And Kushina, my mother, has wood style. She says, "You have wood style just like me." And then she called, and then and then S, yeah. So she trains me in my wood style. And yeah, she trained me in my wood style. Then the next day, she tells me how to use wood style and without jutsu, without hand signs too. And then the next day, that's when I meet my sensei, my dad's student, Kakashi Hatake. Oh yeah, guys. I forgot to say this, but Obito and Rin, yeah, they don't supposedly die. The Max man, let's say it was someone who knew, like Obito, like right. He has Kamui. Let's just say it was another person who knew who used Kamui with his Mangekyo. It was a rogue Uchiha. His name was it's a rogue Uchiha. I'm gonna make up a name. It was like, oh wait, he didn't use Kamui. He used another tunnel person Jutsu that's not Kamui at all. It's actually something really different. Yeah, real different. And then I'ma just call it the quick teleports, whatever, I don't know. Yeah, and Kakashi, he's not all like depressed, but he still gets Obito's Sharingan because the rock was falling, and Obito gave him his Sharingan, and then helped Kakashi with the Sharingan, and because they thought Obito was about to be crushed by the rock. But in a dark flash, Minato with his Susanoo hits the rock away, saving Obito. And yeah. And when let's say Rin gets the three tails, he tells Kakashi to kill her when Minato comes in and says, "Nobody's dying on my watch." And he seals the three tails tightly into her, so she's the three tails Jinchuriki. Now the leaf has two Jinchuriki. And yeah, sorry about that. And then yeah, that happens. So yeah, a quick go back. Let's get back into the story. So then Kakashi, he walks in about 3 hours late and says, he says, "I got lost on the path of life." And he say, yeah, Kakashi, big bro Kakashi. And then he says, Wait, Naruto? I said, yep, it's me. He says, I did not know you were on Team 7. Well, Naruto Sensei did say that I had a surprise waiting today. And so, yeah. And Kakashi said, meet me on the rooftop. As he used the body flicker. And also uses body flicker too. Oh yeah, the team is not Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto is Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata. Yeah. As they all go to is Sasuke and Hinata go to the roof top, and they see Naruto and Kakashi. And Kakashi says, let's get started with introductions. And Naruto says, hey Kakashi, how about you introduce yourself? And he says, my likes, none of your business. My dislikes, none of your business. My goal, none of your business. Or goals, none of your business. Hobbies, none of your business. Everything, none of your business. As Naruto says, Big Bro Kakashi. As Kushina, she told Naruto that he would have a surprise also. Because they have two senseis. One is Kakashi and one is Kushina. As Kushina comes on the room and says, I'm gonna be your second joining instructor slash teacher. And Naruto says, what, Mom? You're my teacher too? My joining instructor? And then she says, yep. And she says, now Kakashi do a real introduction. And then he says, and she bonks Kakashi on the head. And he says, yes ma'am. And then he says, my likes, my friends, families, my friends and family, training. My dislikes are seeing friends and family die. My goal, I don't have one. Where she says that's a little introduction. And then oh yeah, the Uchiha massacre doesn't happen. So Sasuke's introduction went like this. He said, my likes, my friends and family. My dislikes are puss, idiots, fangirls. And my likes, my goal is to become stronger than my big brother Itachi and beat him in a sparring match. And then Hinata's introduction is, my likes, my friends and family. My dislikes are puss, bullies, And yeah, my goal is to become the strongest Kunoichi. And then Naruto's is the same, except he says, I want to surpass my dad, fourth Hokage, and become the strongest shinobi alive, stronger than Hashirama and Madara combined. Yeah. And then yeah, so that's it. The bell test is tomorrow. And now I already know what the bell test is. Oh yeah. Spoiler. Since Kakashi, Obito, and Ren are still in the village, they all say Minato Sensei and stuff. So yeah, they do the bell test almost every day. So yeah, Naruto knows what the bell test means, and he says, guys, so like the bell. Oh yeah, also come like 2 hours late and do eat before he leaves. It says I'll tell you what the true meaning of the bell test is tomorrow. So bye. I see bottle flickers. Because at that time everyone was gone except Naruto, Sasuke, Naruto, Sasuke, and Hinata. And yeah, so then yeah, they come like 2 hours late, which Kushina yells at them for being late, and she bonks Naruto on the head. She says, he says, "Ow, mom, that hurt." And then as Kushina says, "That's for being late." And Naruto says, "We were only late because Kakashi Sensei is gonna be late for the bell test." She says, "Oh," and then about 30 minutes later, Kakashi comes and she bonks Kakashi on her head. And he says, "Ow, what was that for?" She says, "For being late and making my son and his um classmates be late, making them have to come late to wait for the bell test." And yeah, by that time, Naruto told them there was teamwork and they came up with some plans. Yes, so Kakashi explains the bell test. They have to get these 2 bells before noon, and the person who doesn't have one is gonna fail. And yeah, he says so. And then they begin as they all go into the forest. and they and they and then also Sasuke comes out and Naruto says, "Wood style, wood fist." And, and Sasuke says, "Fire style, fire ball jutsu." As when he tries to duck or when Kakashi tries to move back, he gets hit with the fire style, making him go into the punch, into the wooden fist. And then Hinata says, "A trigram, 64 palms," as she hits all of Kakashi's chakra points, make them go offline, you could say, for about a couple, about 5 seconds, which is at 5 seconds, they were looking at Kakashi as Kakashi's body flickers and says, huh, you can't hear me now. And Naruto says, it's a shadow clone. He replaced himself with a shadow clone because he activated his Sharingan. It says, come here, Kakashi. And then he goes and he punches Kakashi's shadow clone. And it disperses. And then Kakashi comes out and says, and he comes out with his book. And Kushina's watching. And then she says, hey, Naruto, make him regret acting like he can beat anybody. With that book of his he's reading. And then Naruto says, right, wood style, wood dragon jutsu. As a wood dragon, it hits Kakashi, knocking his book out of his hand. And then Kushina grabs the book and says, that's what you get for not focusing on a match. And Kakashi's like, hey, this is so, why'd you take my book? And Kushina says, focus on the match, you idiot. He says, yes, man. And then they're all attacking Kakashi. Kakashi's dodging and weaving. He not took in Sasuke's punches, but in some of Naruto's. Which Naruto says, ah. And then he says, what's that spike? As wooden spikes from behind Kakashi, and they stab into Kakashi. Which Kakashi is hurting. He's like, ow, ah. And then Hinata goes and grabs the barrels and throws one to Naruto since he's close. And then they say, Kakashi Sensei, we have the barrels. And Kakashi says, you pass. And he's like, Kakashi Sensei, you forgot one little thing. I already knew what the bell test was and what it was about. And Kakashi says, you cheated, you cheated. You already knew it. Naruto says, well, you should have remembered that I knew and made a different test, but you didn't, did you? And he says, yeah, punk. Sorry about that. And then, yeah. So they have a time skip on their first. They do about 2 weeks of D-rank missions, which Naruto gets stronger with his wood style stuff and stuff. And then, yeah, the 1,000-hour mission comes. And Kushina is still their second only teacher, instructor, whatever. And then, yeah, so the mission, yeah, about 30 minutes into the match, into the mission, sorry about that. So, they see a puddle. Now, everybody knows that it hasn't rained in multiple weeks. And then they're like, and then there you go. And then Kakashi, they dive. And as they come out, Naruto says, wood style, wood dragon jutsu. Knocking the demon brothers to the tree. Knocking them into the tree. And then Kakashi says, It's Kakashi and Kushina says at the same time, who do you work for and who told you and why are you here and who told you to do whatever you're doing? And they say, Gato hired us to kill the bridge builder. And she says, and they say, okay. And then they put them into skulls to send them to prison. So the Hokage and say, you two are going. And then yeah, they send them to the leaf and Kushina and Kakashi says, guys, we're gonna have to cut this mission short. This mission is too dangerous. And Tuesday was like, oh man, we really wanted this mission. And they say, fine. As they continue on with the mission, then a big, huge mist comes. And y'all know this. It's Zabuza Momochi. And there's Kakashi says, Zabuza Momochi. And Zabuza says, Kakashi Hatake of the Sharingan, or should I say, Copy Ninja Kakashi. And then Naruto says, no, wait, Naruto already knew this. Sasuke says, you have the Sharingan. And then Zabuza's and Kakashi's fight goes the same before he activates his Sharingan. And then Naruto says, what's that? Wood Dragon Jutsu. And Kushina those her Uzumaki silver chains, wrapping them around Zabuza and letting the wood dragon hit, sending Zabuza flying back as Kakashi gets out of the water prison. And then he pulls up his headband, showing his 3-tomo Sharingan. And then that same jutsu copy battle happens. And Naruto learns all these jutsus. So now he has the twin dragon jutsu acquired. Now he just needs Majestic Destroyer Flame and Flying Rasen. And then yeah, that's gonna be all it for this part. I'm sorry that it was about 40 minutes long. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Oh wait, it was Naruto's POV. So yeah, this part, I'll make the next one. Maybe today, later today, or sometime tomorrow. But anyways, peace.